Right, we're doing pregnancy week by week. Today we also do a child week by week, which is the same kind of stage of my pregnancy as she is.
Because Mel is 29 weeks pregnant and my baby is 29 weeks old. So that's quite cool, really.
Yeah, definitely. It's really strange. Really, really strange. But she's asleep right now, so we'll just do the week by pregnancy. So, yeah, 29 weeks. Actually getting quite near towards the end of it. Lovely pregnancy problems as fat feet. Unfortunately, I am really struggling with that at the moment. I am struggling with a bit of problems with pelvic pain. I do have a ball upstairs and I still haven't blown it up yet to try and do some exercises on. It's one of those things, isn't it? And yeah, I mean,
hot flushes.
Yeah, I'm getting a lot of hot, especially with this weather. Today
it's muggy.
It's been really muggy. It's been raining this morning. Obviously you need to wear something to cover yourself up with not getting wet, but also it's kind of making you feel really hot and sticky. Really not good. So this is my first experience of actually being pregnant at this stage in the year as well. So yeah, I think I'm probably suffering a little bit more with hot flushes than I did previously with both my other pregnancies. This, I am actually huge, and I don't know if you can see, this is 29 weeks pregnant, and a lot of people think I'm absolutely massive. I do myself, don't get me wrong. Just not always comforting when you know yourself you're pregnant and you're 29 weeks and people are like, so when are you due? And when you tell them, they're kind of shocked and think, oh, I thought you were actually going to explode right now. So yeah, I've been really quite self-conscious about it. Especially I think because I'm getting a little bit of water retention in places as well, I feel a little bit bigger.
You're getting
as
quite
well.
uncomfortable now, aren't you?
Yeah, sleep is hard. I am getting really uncomfortable at night as well, especially with the weather. It's not really anything I can suggest because I'm struggling with it really. I just try and put a pillow in between my knees. I do have the sleep pillow that my lovely Annalise gave me. But sometimes I get hot and sweaty in that because it's so big and goes around you. So
yeah, it's this time of year is quite difficult. I can't remember 29 weeks pregnant. It kind of all went by in a...
It's not that long. Well, it is long ago, but it's not that long ago.
No. It's like 39 weeks ago or something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. 41 weeks ago.
Yeah. But
something
you were
like that,
obviously winter as well, so it wasn't as sticky as it is now.
No, 29 weeks. It was summer, no?
I don't know. We'll have to work
she was
that
born
one
in
out.
October. Yeah, so it was like...
End of summer probably, September time.
No, June.
June? No.
Yeah, because it was a little bit ahead of you, because you're due...
I'm due 30th of July.
Yeah, and she was...
Let's see, we can always have, bids on whether that's going to happen or not.
She was born in October, so it would have been...
This is quite funny trying to work
August?
it out. Yeah, so...
Yeah, so it would have been like super hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Towards the end of like summer half term.
Yeah, so I think it was summer anyway. So I was super hot. I do remember being really, really hot. And I literally only had like a couple of things that would fit me because I had maternity jeans, but it was too hot for jeans. And I was living in this like black midi dress.
I remember now.
Yes.
I actually remember you wearing that quite a bit.
Yeah, I was just living in it because I had like nothing else that I felt comfortable in.
No. This weather, it's really hard because I've not gone into a dress yet because if it's not other than yesterday. Yeah, other than yesterday was quite nice weather. Today, it's
sunny now.
Yeah,
it's
sunny.
Been raining and it's just
raining.
muggy.
Yeah, I think that's the worst bit. Probably the other symptoms are more than likely to really just indigestion and things like that, which is so common.
Yeah, heartburn. I really suffered with heartburn.
Yeah, I don't really take anything for it. I
have
drink water.
Rennie were my best friend. Yeah. But I didn't like the spearmint ones, only the peppermint Rennie.
Oh, I like either.
No,
I still haven't tried it though.
Peppermint helped.
I never have it at the right time in my bag. I think that's one thing because my memory is shot to pieces.
I only got it at night
Fake
time
rain.
actually. Never got it in the daytime. Only at night time. When I laid down, that was the issue.
Yeah, I do think it's more a nighttime thing, but now and again it's happened during the day, so I think I need to just take them with me. Other than that, really, 29 weeks, I do feel like I'm going to explode.
Just getting a bit nervous about the labour.
Yeah, I'm getting very, very anxious. I didn't have a very good experience with my last child's birth. Unfortunately, I hemorrhaged at the same time she stopped breathing, which it did really traumatise me, and now she's 4. So it was quite a while ago, but it's still, the memories are coming back, and it scares me to think that's going to happen again. It may do, it may not. They've prepared me now, so I'm under consultant care with that side of things. So they're going to try and obviously make sure that it doesn't happen again, but if it does, they'll have a cannula straight in my hand before it all happens, as long as I make it in time. Thing is, I went in about 3.5 hours last time, so I don't know. 3rd baby, am I going to go longer? Am I going to go
They
quicker?
normally say that 3rd babies are quicker.
Quicker than 3.5 hours is going to be quite worrying, actually. But yes, so that's my 29 weeks in pregnancy. With this pregnancy, unfortunately, we found out our little man, he's a little boy, does have a heart condition. So at about 22 weeks, I found out that was happening. So I think that's why I'm probably a little bit more anxious about the birth, and whether I will go full term or not, depending on what happens. We did find out that it's congenitally transformed. No, I can't actually remember the diagnosis now. Basically, his heart is the opposite way around, which is very rare. Really, really hard to treat condition, but because of both the main arteries and the top of the valves are the wrong way around, it means that it's pumping okay, which is so strange.
We'll be doing a video about little man's heart to update you all fully on his condition and his journey.
Yeah.
So anybody who's going through the same thing as Mel, she'd love to hear from you.
Absolutely.
You know, or anybody who's been through anything similar, actually, I think you'd love to hear from, wouldn't you? Just to see
there's different
how they coped and what their outcome with everything was. There would be some lovely reassurance for Mel, I think, actually, wouldn't it?
Yeah, there's different types of situations. Obviously, he's got the better of them. There's no narrowing of the valves and things like that. So I know there's obviously people out there that have had more issues with the same condition. But we're going, obviously, my now journey is a lot, I would say, a bit harder, I suppose, in a way, compared to both of my other pregnancies.
Yeah,
I never
you've got
had
to
any
kind
issues.
Of wait and see, haven't you now?
Yeah, absolutely.
Which is obviously a worry.
More scans, upgrade Ormond Street as well, which is a nice journey to London. But yeah, so obviously in my 29 weeks at the moment, I've had my midwife at 28, all fine and dandy. Now I've got to wait till I think it's 32 weeks I've got an appointment. So yeah, I'm being seen a little bit more. So we'll just see. Yeah, we'll just see what happens.
Quick 29-week-old baby update. She's asleep at the moment, so she won't be joining us for this video. But
never wake a sleeping baby.
No, 29 weeks. So she's about 6.5 months. She can roll over both ways. She's been doing that for quite some time. She's on solid food. She has 3 meals a day. And with the with the weather getting a bit hotter, she's now drinking water with her meals as well as her milk. She has 3 bottles of formula a day and 1 nighttime bottle of like HIP organic nighttime milk, so that she sleeps.
I never heard of this until I saw Annalise's milk on the side, and I never realised they did a nighttime milk.
Oh, it's amazing. I couldn't live without it. I actually recommended it to another mum yesterday because her little man wasn't sleeping through the night, and I said, you need to go out and buy this now. It's magical stuff. In fact, I will put a link in the description box below for anybody who wants it. It's HIP organic I think it's like bedtime formula or something like that.
Nighttime,
It's in a blue tin.
I think it's nighttime formula, wasn't it?
Nighttime formula, possibly.
Yeah.
And it's about £5.70 a tin, and a tin will last you about a week and a half because they only have one bottle a day.
So
and
quite
it
good
is
idea.
magical, absolutely magical. Yeah, I couldn't live without it now.
So this is good because I can learn what to have for this one.
Yes. What else is she doing? She's now getting up on all fours, and it's not quite crawling, but it kind of is. She can spin round in circles, and she can move across like the whole room.
Pivot and move.
But it's not quite crawling. She gets up on all fours and she does that like rocking thing, and then sort of like propels herself forwards, which is awesome to watch.
I think I've noticed her pushing off of things like the sofa.
She uses things to push herself along. But yeah, she's not quite figured out to lift her arms up and move yet. We're getting there though. Lots of baby babbling.
Yeah, I've noticed that's so cute.
She can say bub bub bub, but I don't think that's actually like, she's not trying to say a word, she's just bub bub bubbing. And a couple of times she said mum mum, which could possibly be trying to say mummy or mama, or it could just be a fluke that she said it.
Well, mummy wants to see.
Yeah,
that's the first
mummy
word.
wants her to say mummy. What else is she doing? I've tried to give her some lumpier, more textured food a couple of times, and she just gags on it and throws up everywhere. So we haven't done that again yet. Also, she's having some finger foods. She likes rice cakes, and I got these organic. To be honest, they look like big Wotsits. That's the only way I can explain them. They're big Wotsits and they're carrot flavour.
Yeah,
they make the biggest mess in the world, but she loves them.
I remember them because I remember feeding Amber them. We did.
She's also had banana wafers. Again, they're organic ones. I got them from Sainsbury's.
Are they like the shape of a surfboard?
Yes.
Yeah, they're really weird.
Yeah, they had blueberry ones and banana ones. She's tried both and she loves them. But the blueberry ones are a little bit messier than the banana ones because the banana ones are white, so they don't like stain. Whereas the blueberry ones have like a blue tinge to them. So when she sort of gets it everywhere, it's stained. Well, it doesn't stain, but it just like makes a mark.
It's always a good idea when you're doing that, because I remember so many times ruining outfits of my daughters is either obviously making sure they've got like a full bib on.
Yes.
When you're feeding them, or put them in like a top that you don't mind that's already been stained.
Or just strip them. Just give it to them before bed, like bath time, you know, so you can strip them, chuck them in the bath.
Because we hate it when especially nowadays, a lot of people sell on their clothes and things like that, and you hate it when you find, or you want to keep it because it was like the special outfit, and you're like, no.
Can't keep it. It's got a stain on it. Or can't sell it because it's got a stain on it.
Yeah.
Or you buy it from somebody else second hand and it's got a stain on it.
Yeah.
Not the best.
No, definitely.
Anyway. So that's our 29-week update.
Oh, absolutely.
We'll see you again next week for 30 weeks.
Bye.
Bye.